Hello, Brett here again. For my persuasion speech this week, I found research a little difficult for this because I'm usually not great at persuading people because I'm all about, everybody live their own lives, do their own things, just don't be a bad person, essentially. But given mandatory speech topics, I wanted to lead by example and persuade everybody to make sure that they give themselves enough time to research and study all important topics for speeches or essays or graduation applications in your college career. In my colorful scholarly career, I have spent a lot of my time not doing research and not turning things in on time or insufficiently. So to prevent others from doing that, here I am to persuade you to take a little bit of time out of each day in preparation for something big, for college, middle school, high school, it doesn't really matter. Study, research, know what you're talking about. Some cons to not studying should be the obvious. Being unprepared. Sure. Maybe not knowing exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Let's talk about the stress and anxiety that it can lead you to along the way. You start counting down your days until it's due. Oh, I've got 5 days. I'm fine. Oh, I've got 4 days. I'm fine. Oh, I've got 3 days. I'm fine. And then all of a sudden you have no days and it's not fine anymore because it's here and you haven't done anything for it. And that's not what we want. We're here to persuade you today to not take that route and to not allow that to happen to you because it is detrimental to your mental health and well-being, even for your future self. Always think about your future self. I always ask myself, would future Brett be upset or is future Brett going to be happy? And then I often find myself in situations where I'm like, good looking out, past Brett. Always think about the future you. The pros to doing your research early and having things turned in on time and being prepared. You got better facts. You can structure your info a lot better. You got time to change, or as I found during this speech course so far, many retakes, if need be. Your confidence will also shine in your presentation. Knowing what you know about what you've learned will make your speech more powerful because you seem like you know what you're talking about. So confidence matters. Be confident, be prepared, believe in yourself because you can do it. Some cons of doing research early. Didn't think there'd be any of those, did you? A common problem with me, myself, I find that I overthink often about things I'm confident about. Sometimes I slip past the confidence and go into I did too much, I don't even like this, I don't want to turn this whole thing in now, and then you go on a downward spiral of self-sabotage. That's what I like to do. Sometimes if you add too much, it can ruin a good thing. Rather than thinking you can take some things out, also putting too much in can do some damage. With the current state and the way of the world now, it's hard to talk about credibility in your research and knowing what is good word and what is bad word and what's misinformation and what's good news and what's fake news. And there's just a lot of sifting that people have to do now to get through all the negative to see the positive going on around the world. The main thing about doing research and doing it early is to not let it overwhelm you. Taking little bites of it at a time of a night is helpful rather than cramming it all in at the very last second because you cause so much balled up stress and anxiety within yourself that now you're not going to do a great job focusing on the structure of what you need to research. You're going to worry about your future, like what's going to happen tomorrow, or I'm never going to get this done. How many hours of sleep am I going to get now? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you got 2 weeks left to write a paper or prepare for a speech, every single day for those 2 weeks, do at least an hour, maybe a half hour. Brainstorm with some friends and family. See if they can bounce topics off of you or give you insights or extra things that you might need to research. Even if something seems easy, research for it like it's hard. That way you don't under-prepare for things either at the last minute. You never know what can be significantly harder once you get there. Like these speeches, for example, you never know. Kind of thought they'd be easy. They've ended up more difficult than we realize.